Hey Raymond, can you hear me?
Yes, morning, fine. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. So we're gonna get started here, and I'm gonna let you be in control form of meeting people and kind of answering the questions, if that's okay with you. Yes, no, maybe. Okay. All right. All right. Good morning, everybody. So we're gonna get started. We're gonna here. Can you see my screen? If that is yes. Yeah. All right, good morning, everybody. My name is Raymond. I'm going to be running this ProjectDox workshop, and my coworker Fawn here is going to be helping me out as well. We'll be answering questions and a meeting of some sort. So before we get started, let me quickly go over the housekeeping rules. Those of you who have joined and muted. So if you'd like to have a question or kind of stop me or anything like that, just use the raise hand feature on GoToWebinar. You just raise your hand and keep it raised, and Paul is going to unmute you, and I will announce your name, and then we'll go from there. So this workshop is basically a high-level workshop just to kind of go over some of the instructions and the basic steps for using ProjectDox and completing the submittal. So the first thing you want to do is to use ProjectDox is you want to make an account. So it's very simple. You can go on multiple various avenues of our website, royalpalmbeachfl.gov. You can go into departments here and you can click on ePermit. That'll bring up the building page, and simply there's a blue button here called Apply Now. You click on that, that'll bring up the portal page, and you basically click on Create Account, follow all the steps, and you'll make an account, and basically that's how you will have access to the plan portal system. So going down the list here, just going to kind of jump right into this. I'm assuming that everybody has, knows how to submit an application, whether it's a building or a planning application. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just sign in here. I'll close this here. Okay, so when you sign into the portal page, basically this is the view. It kind of shows you all of your projects. So as you can see here, I'm part of several projects here. Anybody have a question? Okay. Just bear with me 1 second here. I'm just going to edit my name there. Okay. When you sign into the portal page, it's basically going to look like this. It's going to show you all of your projects on the right, and it's going to let you know if they're outstanding. Red means you have an outstanding task. Open means you have open tasks. So before I kind of deep dive down into that, I kind of want to go over some of the basics here when you are submitting your project. The first thing I would recommend is going onto our village website. So basically, let's just say that you wanted to do an AC replacement. So you can do this, but you don't have to, but this is kind of what I recommend. Let's just say you want to do an AC replacement. You're going to sign in for our website, and you're going to go into departments, you're going to go into building, and there's what's called downloadable form. If you click on that right there and you scroll down, going to give you two options here. You are a contractor or a resident. Just say I'm a resident and I want to do an AC replacement. So scroll down here. What this is going to show you, it's going to give you the different options. So this is kind of tricky. You kind of have to know what the option is, but you'll just have to kind of puzzle through it until you find it. Being that I know what AC replacement is, I'm going to click on mechanical, and there's AC replacement. So if you click on that, this kind of gives you all of the required documents you need to submit for an AC replacement. 1 through 5 here is downloadable. So if you simply click on the first one here and it's the commencement, you can download it, complete all the requirements, and upload it to ProjectDox. So what I kind of recommend is just kind of going ahead and looking at all of this first ahead of time, so you kind of know what you need to submit. You don't have to do this, but this is just kind of something that I recommend. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is downloadable, and then the 3 items below are the items that you additionally need to provide. So now that I know that these are the requirements that I need to submit for my AC replacement, you can go ahead and go into ProjectDox and submit your application. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in. When you sign in, there's a button here called View All Projects. So if you click on View All Projects, it defaults to what's called the Task tab. So if you have any questions, if I'm going too fast, please raise your hand. Okay? So when I sign in to the portal, it's defaulted to my Task tab. And in my Task tab, if there's anything in the task, that means you have work to do. So you can see I've got 3 tasks here. The first one here, I'm going to kind of organize these by alphabetical order. My first task here, I have an upload and submit task, and it's called AC replacement. So I'm going to submit an AC replacement with you guys on the phone right now. So here's my AC replacement task. I'm going to go ahead and accept it. So accepting it means I've completed the task. Well, I've accepted the task, and it brings up what's called an ePLAN portal. And it's going to be basically, it literally tells you what it is. Upload and submit. I need to upload and submit my document. So it literally tells you step by step what to do. So if you scroll down here, remember I pointed out to you earlier how you can go on a website and kind of pregame and look at the documents you need ahead of time. You can do that, or depending on the application you submitted, ProjectDox will tell you as well. So because I know, I submitted an AC replacement, it tells me right here, based on the application type you have selected, please click on the supplemental document link below. So there's a contractor option and there's a resident option on the resident. So you click on that. And what that does is that'll bring you to that website I was telling you ahead of time. ProjectDox kind of directs you in here, and then here's all the documents that you need to provide the village based on the AC replacement. All right. So that's that. So I'm going to go ahead and close that. And I'm going to go back and open up my upload and submit task. So it literally tells you step by step, step 1 of 3. Upload your drawings and documents into the appropriate folder. Another thing I wanted to let you know is you want to upload your documents, but the village only accepts PDFs. They do not accept JPEGs, they do not accept TIFFs, or taking a picture on your iPhone or your Android. It has to be a PDF document. So another thing too I want to let you know is the village has what's called a naming convention. So what that means is you have to name your files accordingly to the naming convention. So let's just say, for example, you can find this all on the different departments. If it's building, they have a naming standard. If it's planning, they have their own naming standard. So being that this is a building project, I went ahead and downloaded the building document naming standards document. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up, and literally it has how I'm supposed to name the files. If it's an accessory structure list, this is going to be the final name right there. I'm going to go ahead and blow this up for you guys. You can kind of see this here. And basically, if it's sheet 1, sheet 2, etc., you kind of, you get the point. So, contractor data sheet, etc. Are they going to return your project if you don't follow the naming convention? Not necessarily. It all depends on the pre-screened individual. But I will let you know that, the planning department kind of takes it. They're a little bit more stricter than the building department. So if you're naming your files like, Raymond's AC plumbing or Raymond's whatever, they might work with you, but the planning department is pretty strict. So just open this up here. Planning department has their own naming convention. So like I said, they kind of, so this is it. It's a site plan, landscape, etc. Any questions or anything? Okay, moving along. So, like I said, you want to name your files accordingly to the naming convention, and it's only PDFs allowed. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go into ProjectDox here. So step 1 says I need to upload the appropriate file. So if it's a drawing document, you want to upload it into the drawings folder. Another thing I wanted to let you know is if you are uploading drawings, I'm going to go ahead and click on upload here. I'm going to browse to my files. And let me know if I'm going too fast. And here, and I believe I have an AC replacement. So here's all my different applications here. So I have an AC replacement folder. I'm going to click on my drawing folder. And here are all the documents that I'm supposed to provide for a drawing. As you can see, I'm following the naming convention, etc., etc. Another thing I wanted to let you know is when it comes to drawings, you want to upload the drawings individual pages. So if it's like 5 different drawings, you do not want to combine the drawings. You want to upload them individually, individual files. The reason being is they have to stamp each individual file. And let's just say that they have to return one of the drawings, whether it's too dark or if you got a slash on it or if it's not appropriate, whatever the case is. It's easier if you just resend that one file, because if you have it all combined, then you're going to have to resubmit all of the files together. So it's easier to just upload your drawings one individual file at a time. Documents, you can combine those. You can combine your documents all together, but it's very important you do the drawings one file at a time. Okay, so here's all my drawings here. I'm going to go ahead and click open. As you can see, ProjectDox versions it as orange color, meaning that it's a brand new file. Go ahead and open it up and upload. So the next one is upload documents. You want to upload documents in documents folder, drawings into the drawings folder. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to click the up arrow here, go into documents, and highlight all my files here, and then go ahead and upload that. So once you've uploaded all your drawings and you are satisfied, ProjectDox lets you know, hey, I have 3 drawings, 4 documents. Go down to step 2 of 3. Are you satisfied? And you're just going to complete the task. And I think someone has a question.
Yeah, they had the Renee McDonald just asked you about the AC.
Okay, you want to unmute her? You right click on her name. You can unmute her.
Yeah.
If she wants to speak at all.
Hold on, just a second.
It's doing that. We go back into the portal here.
I just sent McDonald the unmute request. So.
You click unmute.
Yeah, he muted himself. I mean, he or she muted herself,
Okay.
then unmute.
All right, we'll come back to.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll move on. We'll come back to Renee. So,
yeah.
Unmute themselves. All right, so I just submitted my document. Just submitted my AC replacement. So let's go ahead and find this here. All right, so another thing I wanted to show you is at any point, I just submitted my AC replacement. I'm going to go here into my main task here. So at any point, I noticed a lot of applicants will call the village consistently. Hey, what's going on with my AC, or what's going on with my driveway permit, or what's going on with my permit in general. It's not necessary to call the village staff to inquire about your permit. You can, they're more than willing to help you, but at any point, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you can do this yourself. You can sign into ProjectDox and you can look at the status of your projects. So I'm going to show you how to do this. So I'm going to go to my home button here. And if you remember, I submitted an AC replacement. And right here is my AC replacement, and it's going to give me a status, and it literally tells me, hey, my AC replacement is in pre-screen. Pre-screen means that they are pre-screening my permit. They are reviewing the files, seeing where it's at. That's one way you can look at it. Another way is to get more detail is you can click on the project number, and you can do ProjectDox kind of has tabs all on the top. So right now it's defaulted to my task tab. There's a files tab. There's also a status tab. So if you click on the status tab, it tells you, hey, it's a building permit, 7 files I've uploaded. It's been 23 hours, and it's with the pre-screen department. It literally tells you how long it's with the department. everything you can do is you can click on the View Routing Slip Report. Minimize this. Then this report will show you step by step what's going on with your project. Upload and submit was completed by the applicant. Took them 23 hours. Assign intake task. That means it's with the department. They are pre-screening. Okay. So that is one way. Another way you have is you have what's called reports. There's a reports tab, and there's 3 reports available to you, and we'll go into that further on. So, all right. Let's see here. Renee, did you have a question? I see you're unmuted.
Yeah, Renee is unmuted, so she should be able to talk.
Hi.
Hey, good morning, Renee. How you doing?
Good morning. I think you already did answer the question about the naming convention, but
Gotcha. Okay. Awesome. All right.
it was the tie down docs. I guess you showed it as NOA.
Yeah, let me go ahead and open up the naming convention.
I didn't mean to make you go backwards.
That's okay. That's okay. That's what this workshop is for. So the NOA.
I just usually call them tie down docs, and that's usually accepted.
That's like
But
I said. That's fine. Like I said, I mean, they have their own naming convention, but they're not going to, like, you know, be sticklers and, like, you know, turn your stuff away because they completely follow the naming convention. But the planning department is a little more strict. I just kind of wanted to let you know that. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. So going down the list here, I'm going to go into my task tab here, and what we're going to do is I wanted to kind of show you some other things here that's very, very common. We have what's called, I submitted my AC document, and obviously it's a pre-screen. Sometimes, unless you are like the perfect model applicant and your application just goes through and you have no comments or questions, that's rare, but there are some perfect candidates out there. I know me, when I submit my permits, they always come back with comments. I always have corrections, and usually it's dreaded, so it's called pre-screen corrections. So what that happens is you're going to get an email from ProjectDox. It's going to say, hey, you have some comments that require your attention, and you're going to have what's called a respond and resubmit task. And looks like someone has a question here. But okay, so you will have what's called a respond and resubmit task. So sign into ProjectDox. As you can see, I have 2 respond and resubmit tasks. So let's see here. All right. I'm going to go ahead and click on the first one here. And it opens up a portal. So basically, this is the eForm portal. It's called Respond and Resubmit. It's got the task information here. It shows you everything. And then there's an Invite Others tab here, which I wanted to kind of explain to you. Let's just say that you're a contractor or you're a homeowner or you're the pool contractor or the AC plumber, whatever the case is. You can invite people to your project. So let's just say I'm an AC contractor and the homeowner is anxious, wanting to know what's going on with the project. You at any point can invite them to the project. There's a button here called Invite Others. You just simply put in their first name, their last name, you put their email address, and you hit Invite Users, and that will invite anybody you want to the project. So they will not have the ability to answer the comments or close the task, but at any point they can go ahead and look at the reports and see the status. So, you know, if you're a contractor or if your brother or your sister wants to know what's going on with the permit, they at any point can look at this as well. You can invite as many people as you want. Just kind of wanted to illustrate that to you right there. It's called Invite Others. It's within the system. So, all right, so that's that. And the next tab is what's called Review Results. So at any point, you can see the results of your permit. See if there's any questions or corrections from any department. As you can see from the zoning department, questions required. So we'll go ahead and tab down here. Anybody have a question, or can you mute yourself?
Sounds good.
Okay. Okay, I'll keep going. So If you scroll down here, there's what's called a review comments button. So if you click on this right here, this will show you all of your comments that are associated to the project. And right here, it looks like I don't have any comments on this here. Let me go to another project here. Let me close this here. And let's go to my outdoor kitchen. Go to my task tab. Go ahead and open this up here. So, opening up the eForm, I'm going to scroll down here. This will let you know how many comments you have. Right here, it says unresolved comments. I have 14 unresolved comments, 2 submitted questions, and I have 2 files with markups on them. So this is really awesome. This will literally tell you what all of your outstanding comments are. So let's go ahead and deep dive into some of these comments. If you click on the review comments button, this will illustrate all of your outstanding comments. So here's some of the comments here. There's a question I asked the city here, why do you need this? Kind of going back and forth with them. They want me to install a water fountain. They're telling me it's per the code. They want me to cut the grass. I've illustrated to them, yes, the grass is cut. Looks like they want me to plant some additional trees. They need a new NOA. This will kind of show you all of your comments, and you'll just simply go back and forth with the city. There's a response button right here. You can type in your response. You can ask a question. So this is kind of where all the comments are. It looks like they want me to add some new pipes. Keep going down here, new hose. Another thing too I wanted to illustrate to you is there's what's called markups or change marks. So that, you know, typically they will add the comment, say, hey, Raymond, you need to install a water fountain or add new pipes. But okay, where do you want me to install the new pipes or the new water fountain? That's what's called, there's called change marks, where they actually mark up the drawing or the file telling you where they want this work done. So right here, you can see they're telling me add new pipes here. Add new pipes where? What does that tell me? So if I click right here, I'm going to show you right here. Here's my floor plan that I uploaded to the city. If you click on this little highlighted button right here, this will bring up ProjectDox, and this will zoom in directly into where they marked up the drawing. As you can see, they put in a little
Well, they
arrow
marked
here.
it.
They marked it up literally on the file. They're telling me, hey, you need to install a water fountain here, which is really awesome. So there's a little button right here. You can highlight over that. Hey, you want me to also add new pipes right here. So also it tells you on the left right there. So you just highlight that, it tells you add new pipes right here. This is really great. Another thing too is, let's just say you wanted to give this to your plumber. Hey, I want me to add the new pipes here. You have a button here called publish. You can publish this to PDF. You just click on that, just take all the defaults, click OK. It's going to say downloaded, and you can download this to your desktop, and you can upload, you can send this to your plumber or your contractor or whatever. Hey, take a look at this. The city's telling me they need to add new pipes right here. So this is a really awesome feature. So kind of wanted to show you that. So that's that. I'm going to go back into the respond and submit. Let's go ahead and take another one here. I'm going to add the water fountain here. So if I click on that, that will zoom directly into where they're illustrating they want this work done. Any questions or anything? You also can add a response. Going back to this little box here. Okay, install this. See your response. Okay. So that's what's called a markup. That's those are some of the ways that you can look at your comments. They will add, typically what they will do is they'll add a checklist comment, or they will mark up the file itself. So scrolling down here, we got an echo going on. So just going down, and here's some of the markups right here. Click on that. Okay. So it looks like they want me to paint, and they also want me to remove a door. Okay. So that is that. So we'll close that. Open up this here. And another thing I wanted to show you here is there is a button here. Let's just say that you have, they've marked up your file. There's a little button here. I don't know what you want to call this, an exclamation point or something. If you click on that, that'll bring up the latest file. So that'll bring up just the file that's unmarked. Okay. All right, so go ahead and close this here. All right. So what we're going to do next is we're going to actually respond to some of these comments here. So I'm going to scroll down here. I'm going to show you how to respond. Another thing too is I want to show you is I'm going to close this here. Let's just say that, as you can see here, I'm going to open up the window again. I've got 14 unresolved comments. Let's just say that, hey, I've responded to all of the comments, yada, yada, yada. I just want to get this over with. I want my permit to be issued. So I'm going to scroll down here, check all the boxes, hit submit, and I get this button here. There are 3 comments that require your response, but none is specified. You have to respond to the comments. I kind of wanted to do this on purpose to show you. If they send you a comment, you have to put a response to the comment. You will not be able to close the task unless you literally respond to the comment. Doesn't matter. Put something in, put 1, 2, 3, ABC, doesn't matter. You need to put a response in the comment. It's up to you if you want to put ABC 1, 2, 3 because they're going to send it right back to you. So I'd probably recommend you respond appropriately. So you can go back here. I'm going to open up review comments. So let's just take a look here. Why do you need this? So we're just going to put a response. Let's go down the list here and respond to all of this. Okay. Installed. This is cut the grass. Cut here. Recliner. Going down here. Away. Loaded. Going down here. Put a response to everything you see. You can move along. Before I move on here, some of the comments here required new files. So I kind of wanted to go over that with you. I'm actually going to upload some of these files here. So if I go over here, there's a comment here from the landscape department. Just so you know, it will tell you where the department is from that's inquiring about the comment. Right there, this is from the landscape consultant. This is from the plumbing department. So the landscape consultant department wants a new NOA. Looks like the plumbing department telling me to install water fountains per some kind of code. I have no idea what that code is. So new pipes. Let's see down here. New pipes. Okay, so it looks like one department wants a new floor plan, and someone else wants a new design plan. So at times you will have comments that will mark up the drawings and say, hey, you need to install this, or you need to move this here, or you need to paint this here. At sometimes they require new files. We're going to close this window here. I'm going to close the eForm window here. And I'm going to go ahead and click on my Files tab here. But before I do that, let me go back into my Task tab, respond and resubmit. I'm going too fast here. I'm going to go ahead and maximize this here. So if I scroll down here, I have the 14 unresolved comments I've already looked at. Looks like several departments want new files. So if I scroll down here, there's a tab here called Version Files and New Files. And literally it's asking me the question here. Are your updated files named exactly the same as the prior version? You can answer yes, and you can answer no. Typically, it's literally telling you here, name version2.pdf as an exact file name. Let's just say that you uploaded some kind of floor plan to the city and they marked it up and they want to see another floor plan. It's recommended that you upload that floor plan with the same exact file name. So what that means is make your changes to the file and name it the same exact file name, and you want to upload it into ProjectDox. So here, there's a little tab here called New Files. So but first thing is, let's just go ahead and let's look for our new floor plan and some of the documents that they're requesting here. So are your files uploaded the same? I'm going to go ahead and hit yes. So there's a Drawings tab and there's an Upload Documents tab. Go ahead and click on Drawings, and then I look for my new drawings. So I'm going to click on Browse for Files. And before I do that, let me see what project this is here. If I close this here, this is for my outdoor kitchen. Okay. So I'm going to go to Respond and Resubmit. And I'm going to go slowly here. And I'm going to hit yes for my version files. And look for drawings. I'm going to browse here. And get my tab. Upload, and I've got several projects going on here, so I'm going to go to my outdoor kitchen, and I have a drawings folder with my original drawings, but I have another folder here called drawings modified, which are the new plans that they kind of want to see. I'm gonna go ahead and just highlight everything here. And hit OK. So what I wanted to show you here is ProjectDox will kind of version everything for you. And it kind of gives you a little symbol down here at the bottom. Anything in orange means it's a new upload. Blue means that ProjectDox has detected, hey, you've already uploaded this file and you're uploading a new version. So it's versioned it blue. And anything in red means that it's the same file, you didn't change anything. So just kind of wanted to illustrate this here for you. So it's already detected that I have a new version for my design plan, a new version for the floor plan, and a new version for the NOA. And the remaining documents here are brand new files. Any questions? Okay, we'll move on. So here's all my files here. So I'm going to simply go ahead and hit start upload. And it's going to upload all of my files. So what I wanted to show you here is I'm going to go ahead and close this window here and go to my files tab. And I wanted to show you, here's all my files uploaded. So if you look very closely, it's going to have a status of new, and right next to new, it's going to have a V2. What that means is, hey, Raymond's uploaded his design plan, but it's a brand new version. So you have the ability to click on the V2 to compare the versions. And this is exactly what the city is doing. As you can see, if you remember from the comments, they said, hey, we need to see a new design plan, we need a new floor plan, we need a new NOA. I kept my file names the same exact name, and ProjectDox recognized that it actually made a change and it put a V2 on it. So what the city is going to do, and you also can do this as well, is you're going to compare the files to see if I actually made the changes. So if you click on V2 here, that's going to open up the files side by side in a compare mode.
Oh,
Sorry, someone had a question? Okay.
I don't think so, yeah.
All right, I'll keep moving on. So right here, you have the ability as well to do this. As you can see, on the left is my before, and on the right is the after. The city is literally going to compare your files and see if Raymond actually made the requested changes. They told Raymond, hey, you need to put a water fountain here, you need to paint this area. They're literally going to look at this side by side, use the program, they're going to compare it, use all their detective skills, whatever they have to do. As you can see closely here, I'm going to like enlarge this here for you. And if I scroll up, here's my file. Here's my floor plan. And right there, as you can see, I made a change to this in red, just to kind of show you. Here's the original, and then ProjectDox detected, oh, okay, look at that. Raymond wrote this here. I made a change to this. As you can see, there's the before, there's the after, and that's literally what the city is going to do. All right, obviously, I'm not a plan inspector. They're doing whatever they have to do. So I'm just kind of showing you this for training purposes here. So I'm going to close that here. The next one here is my floor plan. So the Docs detected a new floor plan. You can click on V2. Here's the before, here's the after, and as you can see, there's the little thing I did there. Did I really change this? So I just kind of wrote that in red, and ProjectDox detected that. There's the before, there's the after. And then lastly, here is my NOA. If I click on the V2 here, and here's the before, here's the after. And I'm not sure what change I made to this, but apparently it is different somehow. So, okay. Any questions on that? Okay. So I'm going to go back to my task tab here, and go back here. And you can see I uploaded my files. ProjectDox asked me, hey, did you name your files accordingly? Kept it the same name, uploaded it, and it versions it. That is the easiest way to do this. So let's go into the non-easy way. Well, not really non-easy, but let's just say that you were just stubborn. You don't want to name your files the same name. Hey, this is a stupid requirement. I don't want to name it the same name. As you can see, ProjectDox, let's do 2 questions here. You have a yes or no. So yes, if you named it the same name. Let's just say if you did no. See what happens. If you click no, ProjectDox is going to open up this window here, and it's got your uploaded files here. Let's just say my drawings design plan. Let's just say I did not name it the same. You have the ability to click on your drawings file here, the design plan. You can go ahead and select it, and you will have to point and find that new design plan. So the reason why I said the other way, prior way is easier, so you just keep the same file. And let's just say that you have a new design plan, but you called it survey. I'm going to just click on this. This is actually my design plan, but I somehow named it survey. So I'm going to click on that. I'm telling ProjectDox, hey, this is my new design plan. ProjectDox is obviously going to version that for you. I'm just going to go ahead and hit start upload. And let's just see what happens. So if I close this window here and go back into my files tab, and if you remember here, it was, what's it called, the design plan, I believe, that we uploaded. I'm going to click on V2 right here, and because it's two different files, I named it, the same thing. I'm telling ProjectDox, hey, this is actually my new design plan. As you can see, it's two different files. Sure, ProjectDox will upload that. There's my design plan that I need to change, and the city is going to be like, what is this guy doing? I mean, I told him for a new design plan, and he uploaded this. I mean, you're comparing this. Yes, this is two different files, but, obviously, they're not the same. So, yeah, just kind of wanted to show that to you. Any questions on that? Okay, so let's go back into that. So, like I said, you have the option of keeping it the same name, which I think is the easiest way. Just put it inside a different folder, call it whatever you want, modify it, whatever. Hit yes, point it to ProjectDox, and it will detect if it's actually a new file of that version, and it will put it into. If no, you can direct it to where your new file is. If it's not the same, if it's not the same name, then here you go. So we'll be going back and forth with the city. There's another tab here called New Files. There's another tab called New Files here. So you have your version files. If it's, if they want another version compared to that version that you uploaded, and there's a new file tab here. Let's just say that you just need to upload new files altogether. You can hit New, browse for your files, and upload them accordingly. But I kind of want to do this deliberately here. I hit upload and I select all my files. And as you can see here, ProjectDox has kind of illustrated a red. They marked up all my files red. And the reason is it's telling me, hey, Raymond, you are uploading the same exact files into the same exact folder. It highlights it in red, and let's just see what happens. ProjectDox is going to delete it. It's not going to let you keep uploading the same files over and over. You have to make a change to the file or either upload that file into a different folder. So that's kind of one thing I wanted to show you, right? So we're just going to go back, I'm going to get out of this folder, and I'm going to just go into here, and let's just go into something completely different, and upload some files here. Because it's detecting different files, as you can see, there's no red, you upload it. Okay, so that's that. So I responded to all my comments, uploaded the files. Another thing I wanted to show you is you have the ability to export your comments to Excel. Let's just say for whatever reason you are just an Excel person, you're not computer or whatever, you just don't want to respond to the comments to the city via the little review comments box. I just don't want to use this. That's your prerogative if you don't want to use it. You have the ability to export the comments into Excel. So there's a button here called Export to Excel. You hit download. What that's going to do is it's going to download all the comments into Excel. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up here. And I'm going to enable edit, and it will download all of the comments from the city into Excel, and you literally have the ability to answer your response right here and re-upload them in ProjectDox, which is really nice. So it kind of shows you boom, 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 going down all of the projects. Another thing too is the markups. It will also download the markups into Excel. So if you wanted to send this to your contractor or your AC person, or if you are the AC person or the contractor and you want to send this to the homeowner, hey, what's going on with the project? If whatever reason they want to see the comments too, you could download this to Excel and you could send it to them as well. So there's a little button here called Open. If I open that up here, that is going to open up the markup, which is really nice. So here's the actual floor plan that the city actually marked up on it, and it's really nice, and that'll open that up. Okay. And there's another tab here. There's two tabs. There's a review comments tab, and then there's the markup with file links. So if you click on the markup with file links, If I click on pipes.pdf, that is going to open up the plan, which you can download. Another thing too is supposed to give you the ability to hover over this, but it's not working. But there it goes. It's kind of not very intuitive, but if you hover over that little box here, it will give you the comment, add new pipes here, which is really nice. So there's the marked up drawing right there with the arrow. And if you hover over this little box here, it'll give you a little markup. And it's really nice. So, okay. So I'm going to just go ahead and just put some basic responses here. Let's just see here. Just kind of show you how this looks like once we upload it. Just put some generic responses here. I think that's good enough. I'm going to go ahead and save this here. I'm going to go ahead and close the Excel spreadsheet. We're going to upload our Excel comments because, hey, whatever reason, if you want to use Excel, that's your prerogative. You can. You have that ability. You're going to go
Import.
Import. And if you browse, what I'm going to do is look for that Excel document. There it is. Open, as you can see, 16 responses replaced. It literally is very nice. It uploads all your responses. You do import, you close, and there is that. So we've responded to all the comments multiple ways. And now send this off to the city. But before we do that, I wanted to show you one more way that you can look at the comments. So obviously you have your respond and resubmit task here. You open this up here. There's the review comments box. There's all the comments right here, which is great. Got our markups, stuff like that. Yada. Close this. I'm going to close the eForm window. And there's also what's called a reports tab, which is very convenient and very fast. This is one of the ways that we recommend you look at your comments very quickly. So if you click on the reports tab, you have 3 reports available to you. There is a department review status, there's a review comments, and there's a workflow routing slip. If you are interested in reviewing comments, obviously you're going to click on review comments. So if you click on this, go ahead and maximize this here. This will show you all of the comments from every department, whether it's pre-screen, whether it's from the plumbing department, structural department. Literally gives you all of the comments. Hey, this is from the plumbing department. Here's our response, and it gives you the status there on the right, if it's resolved or unresolved. This is very nice. So just scrolling down here, it tells you, hey, the plumbing department, add a new hose, here's all the responses to the plumbing department, the generic response, new hose installed into the hose for code. It tells you if it's a question you ask. This is very nice. So just scrolling down here, and the way I got there was clicking on the project number and clicking on the reports tab. Okay, so that is one way you can download this to PDF, Excel, whatever you want. There's another report here called Department Review Status. Click on that. That'll let you know how many cycles your project has gone into. So let's just say that if you are not a model candidate like me, you can see my project is currently on 3 cycles now because I just can't get it right. Just keep going back and forth with the city. So if I hit cycle 1, tells you the first round was approved from the test department, plumbing department sent it back. I go to round 2, still couldn't get my act together. Apparently, it looks like the landscape department got involved. Corrections required, and if I go down to cycle 3, etc. So at any point, you can go in, sign in the ProjectDox, and look at the status of your project. You don't have to call the city to say, hey, what's going on with my plumbing project or whatever. Hey, I mean, they are more than happy to help you, but you can do this yourself. You can do this 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, on your phone, anywhere you can have internet access. So just wanted to let you know those are some of the ways you can look at the status of your project in your comments, okay? And the last one is called the Plan Review Workflow Routing Slip. This is really nice. It basically tells you how long your project has been with the city. As you can see, it's been 23 days, 22 hours. It tells you how long it's been with the applicant. I mean, at times you do need to call them. I mean, you can, hey, what's taking so long for my AC permit? It's been with the city. I'm not telling you to do this, but you know, hey, you can look at it to see how long it's been with the city and kind of, you know, maybe request a immediate update or something. Hey, what's taking so long? Whatever the case is. But anyways, This will give you a breakdown, you know, step by step, how long it took you to upload, how long it's sitting with a certain individual. It tells you literally down to the minute and hour. So this is really nice. It tells you the status, if it's approved, what cycle you're on. So like I said, at any point, you can do this yourself to check the status of your projects. But yeah, sure, there are times that you need to call and see what's going on. But yeah, just wanted to let you know that is available to you. You can download this on several different formats. Okay? So that is that. So I think we got all of the comments and responding covered. You are ready to send this off to the city. There's a button here called complete. Go ahead and maximize this here and scroll down here. And you want to check all the boxes. I've uploaded everything. I reviewed all my comments. And go ahead and submit. And what that does is it lets you know that it's with the coordinator. And the coordinator is basically going to receive all of the comments and send it off to the appropriate departments, and we'll just verify your work to see if, hey, did I upload a new NOA? Did it give me a new floor plan? And if you did, the project will move on. If it doesn't, you'll get another responding to submit, and you just keep going back and forth. Okay? So that is pretty much it. That's, you know, everything I wanted to cover here. We went over how to respond to comments, how to upload your documents, what are the standards. It's got to be a PDF, no JPEGs or anything like that. Another thing I wanted to kind of tell you is once your project gets past pre-screen, the next step is payment. You get a task that says plan fees due. You click on the task, and it's going to take you to a website, and that's how you pay your fees. It's very important once you pay your fees that you close the task, because a lot of people fail to do it to close the task. They'll go ahead and pay the fees, and they never close the task. So the project is just sitting in limbo, and they're calling the city, what's going on with my project? I paid my fees like 3 weeks ago, but it's your responsibility to close the task. Once you pay the fees, you close the task, it will move it on to the review step. Okay? But yeah, these are some other outstanding projects I have here, but I think we kind of covered everything unless anybody has any questions. I see a question right here from Renee. Do you have a question?
I'm just looking at it like if you do more than one project where you can kind of look back at all your projects.
Yeah.
Kind of.
So you want the ability to look at all of your projects?
Right.
Yeah, so, okay. So I'm gonna go in my task tab here. Obviously I have 2 outstanding tasks. And if you simply click on your projects tab here, Renee, that'll show you.
And then you see them all.
Yeah, you see them all. That'll show you every project that you're part of. You can see I am part of several projects here. So, but yeah, that'll show you all the projects that you're part of. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Great question. Paul, do you have anything?
No, I don't.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
That kind of concludes the workshop. I mean, I think I kind of covered everything here. So.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, everybody, for attending. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. So you want me to end the meeting?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I just want to leave the webinar.